I'm here at the grand opening of the newly expanded Gibson Guitar Factory that supplies guitars to people like Slash, Jimmy Page, Luke Combs, and Sheryl Crowe, which is cool enough, but now the factory's massive expansion will lead to new job opportunities.
This factory is so big and there's so many different moving parts, there's always something to learn.
Jim Teffeteller has worked at the Gibson Acoustic Guitar Factory in Bozeman for 11 years. He's been playing guitar for about 20 years. It's a hobby, but also a part of his job.
So I play every single guitar that comes on my bench. I make sure that it has the right, all the components are correct on it, make sure that it's playing correctly.
He then writes the warranty card and sends it off to the shipping department.
I'm the last person at the very end of this line.
A long line at that. The product development manager at the factory, Don Ruffito, says building a Gibson quality guitar from scratch is quite the process.
Average time to build one of our standard models is like 13 to 15 working days.
And it all starts on this side of the factory where they sand the raw wood, assemble the body of the guitar.
And then that goes into the painting processes, final assembly, stringing up the guitars, testing the guitars, playing the guitars.
This is what they call the finishing side of the factory, which was a part of the facility's expansion, which more than doubled the existing facility. The factory itself has been around since the late 80s. It was time to expand, but J.C. Curley, the CEO of Gibson Guitars, says the pandemic put this on hold. But not for long.
We were actually shut down, but then something interesting happened.
A huge surge in people wanting to buy Gibson guitars.
People had a little bit of time, they had a talent that they wanted to pursue, or those that played wanted to play more.
Curley says this demand has remained steady since the height of the pandemic, but that meant it was time for upgrades like the new finishing side, office spaces, and a showroom.
All the famous artists, guitarists who want to play Gibson want to come here, and that's why we've set up a showroom for them to actually come to Bozeman and see and feel the craftsmanship that goes into a Gibson.
But of course, high demand for guitars means double the need for people who make them.
That's why we're investing here, and we're looking for Bozeman and Montana and our team members to invest with us. Collectively, we're all prouder to walk through these doors now than we've ever been.
I learn something new every single day.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.